Okay, we're going to go over distributive property, and these are two methods. One is called the FOIL method, and the other one is sometimes known as the rainbow method or distributive property. I'm going to relate both of them to you guys. Okay, so we've already done videos separately of each. We're going to relate them to each other in this example. So let's scroll down here. This is the question. They've given us two binomials to multiply by each other, or in other words, a term multiplied by another term. Okay, this is a bracket. When brackets are beside each other, it means to multiply. Now, there's many ways to go about this. I'm going to just draw some previous knowledge. For instance, let's say we had the number -2 times 2x plus 4. Okay? You notice that's almost the same as this thing here, except it's missing the x. In grade 9, you would have went over this. This was distributive property, where you take the term on the outside and multiply it to both terms inside. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to first use this acronym FOIL to show you to go through this process. Then I'm going to show you how the rainbow method is very similar to distributive. So, FOIL stands for F, standing for the first terms. O stands for outside terms. I stands for inside terms. And L stands for the last terms. Okay. We're going to go through this slowly to figure this out. So, when we say first terms, this is also known as expanding and simplifying. Okay, so many questions will tell you to expand and simplify, and we use either the FOIL or rainbow or distributive property to do this. First terms are the first terms inside of each bracket. So, the first term inside of each bracket happen to be x and 2x. So, because this is multiplication, we multiply those two terms by each other. Those are our first terms. Then, outside terms. Well, the outside terms are the two terms farthest to the left and farthest to the right. In other words, x and +4. We multiply those two by each other. The inside terms are the terms closest to the inside left and inside right, which are -2 and 2x. Sorry, we should be adding them. -2 times 2x. And finally, the last step to this is known as multiplying the last terms in each bracket, which are -2 and +4. Okay. So we've color-coded them all. Wait till the end, and we'll go through it all, okay? We've color-coded them all, and essentially the process is to multiply them. So, I'm going to multiply x times 2x. Anyone know? 2x squared. Good. X times 4? +4x. -2 times 2x. -2 times 2x. -4x. Good. And -2 times -4. Or sorry, -2 times 4. -8. Good. This is known as the expanding part. When they tell you to expand and simplify, we've essentially expanded you. This is our expanding. Now, when we simplify, we collect like terms. Does anyone see any like terms in here? The 4x and the 4x, or the -4x. The reason these are like terms is because the exponent on the variables are the same. What exponent is technically there? 1, yeah. It's technically a 1 on both of these. So the variables are the same. In this one, this has an exponent too, so it does not consider a like term. And this one has no exponent, or hypothetically, we could say this has an x to the power of 0. What is x to the power of 0 equal to? 1. And what would 1 times 8 be? 8. So there's no reason to write that. Okay? But just imagine there is none there, if that helps. So, what is +4x plus -4x? 0. Essentially, these two create a 0 or cancel out. So we're left with 2x minus 8. Okay? This would be the simplified form. So we expanded above, and now we simplify. I don't know why it's dragging a little. Okay. So we've simplified. That's the FOIL method. We're going to do the exact same question with the rainbow method and tie it together with this. Okay? So, I'll rewrite the question. Call example 2. It was x minus 2 and 2x plus 4. Okay. The rainbow method is essentially taking the first term in the first bracket and multiplying it by both terms in the other bracket, kind of making a rainbow, you could say. Okay? So, this could be considered faster. What's x times 2x? 2x squared. X times 4? 4x. Okay? I want to draw your attention to FOIL. FOIL, first terms, x times 2x, that's this here. And outside terms, x times 4, 4x. Exact same process, just a different way of representing it. Then we take the second term in the first bracket and multiply it by each term. Negative 2 times 2x, negative 4x. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Again, with FOIL, that's inside terms, negative 2 and 2x. And last terms, negative 2 and 4. So it is the exact same process, they just represent it a different way. You don't have to write the acronym down. But if you can't remember what to do, that acronym helps you remember which ones to multiply. We already know that our like terms are these two here from doing the question just above. So we're left with 2x. These cancel out to make a 0, minus 8. So the rainbow method and the FOIL method are exactly same things, just different ways of representing.